In today's BTG episode, June encourages Samantha to make up with her dads, Hayley meets and is attracted to Izaiah, and Smitty talks Martin into relaxing on his punishments for Samantha. This episode was preempted in USA and will air Tuesday. Danny and Andre turn up the heat, Kat disowns Ted, and chaos erupts as Martin's rage pushes Samantha to leave home. Hayley swans into Bill's office to distract him with a lunch date. He has to turn her down as Caroline brings Izaiah in. Izaiah assumes that Hayley is his niece and is startled to learn she's Bill's wife. He stumbles through an apology. Hayley exits with Caroline, and Bill assumes Izaiah needs him to get him out of trouble. Izaiah says his law-breaking days are over. He wants him to look over a contract. Bill refers him to Tomas for that and reminds him he will be there if he needs a criminal defense attorney. In a booth at Orphe Jeans, Tyrell watches Samantha wipe away her tears. They talk about their pops and how they kept them together. She worries she screwed things up by saying too much. He reminds her they are lucky to have parents who love them. June walks in and she assumes she'd be better off talking to their mom. June walks over to say Smitty called because he was worried about her. She suggests Tyrell go to the counter while they talk. He walks off and Samantha complains about how out of control things are. Her mom thinks she needs a change in perspective. Samantha thinks she should let her move in with her since she's surrounded by guys. Her mom doesn't think that's the solution. Tyrell looks over from the bar as Samantha looks contrite and admits she doesn't mind being grounded, but she can't look her dad in the eye after all the horrible things she said. June can identify. Her dad wasn't around much when she and Regina were kids. She thought her strict mom drove her party dad away, but the summer she turned 11, he died. Sam feels bad. June can see now that her mom did the best she could. During the funeral, she hid in the treehouse overnight. In the morning, she found her mom packing her dad's clothes up and lost it. She accused her mom of not letting her have more time with him and lashed out, wishing she were the one who died. They never spoke again, and a big regret is that she never apologized. June doesn't want that for her daughter and tells her there's a chance she can make things right with her dads. At the bar, Hayley and Bill have already met Izaiah. Bill's gone when Hayley asks Caroline why Izaiah needs a lawyer, why he wanted to hire Bill. Caroline wonders why she cares. She assumes Hayley's attracted to the younger man. Hayley scoffs that she has eyes, but her heart belongs to Bill. Caroline smirks knowingly. Subscribe to Soap Spoilers newsletter at home. Kat vents to Chelsea about her father. Chelsea is disappointed that she didn't bring back coffee and complains that she couldn't understand how to use the French press. Kat complains about her sister doing something worse than sleeping with Tomas. Tomas appears. Kat complains to him about Eva calling Ted her father. Thomas points out he is. Kat insists he's her father and he spoils her. Eva is just a byproduct. You are a spoiled little bitch, Eva declares as she arrives. Thomas tries to cool things, but Kat thinks her sister wants to smoke. Chelsea suggests they let the sisters fight it out. Eva accuses Kat of messing with her life, and Kat accuses her of trying to steal her life. Kat orders her back to the gutter, and Eva warns her not to push her too far, because she's as crazy as her mama. "Okay," she says, sauntering out. Eva has already left Kat's apartment, leaving Kat angry. Tomas defends Eva, telling Kat that she only came to defend her right to have a relationship with her father. He accuses Kat of provoking Eva first. Kat reminds him Ted's her father, and before this year, he couldn't have picked Eva as his daughter out of a lineup. Tomas knows that it isn't Eva's fault, but he hates the cruel streak that comes out in Kat over Eva. Chelsea defends her cousin, who she believes has a right to be upset about this. Tomas doesn't like Kat holding on to a grudge. Kat doesn't want a liar to keep lying and hurting those she loves, and she doesn't like him defending her sister. Tomas doesn't think Kat cares about his feelings. He's told her that he doesn't like her attitude about Eva, and accuses her of prioritizing her hatred of Eva over their relationship. They're interrupted when Tomas gets a call from Izaiah, who asked to meet at Uptown since he needs a lawyer. Tomas thinks it's the perfect time. He goes. And Kat complains to Chelsea that first her dad and not Tomas is pushing her to give that wretched urchin a chance. Chelsea sips her tea and says Tomas has a point. If Ted wants Eva to call her dad, it has nothing to do with Kat and doesn't seem to be a big deal. Kat disagrees. It's a dagger to her heart. He can't possibly love her the way he loves Kat. She admits she disowned him. Chelsea suggests she give the man a chance to explain, but Kat refuses. She groans about Eva manipulating her dad. trying to take her boyfriend and won't let her take her father from her. She'll do whatever it takes. Chelsea thinks she sounds like Leslie. Kat shrugs. Maybe she should take a page out of Leslie's book since she gets what she wants. As Izaiah disconnects from his call, Eva slides onto a stool at the bar and orders a drink. Izaiah comments that it's a little early for that, and she gives him a death glare. She warns him not to judge her or police her order. He's not judging and offers insight. She admits she used to have an imaginary sister she'd talked to when she was a kid. She was so happy that it came true. And that's why she keeps trying. Izaiah credits Jacob for keeping his connection with his brothers. Tomas arrives and he and Izaiah head to a table. He wants to ensure his contract is ironclad in his new job. He asks if there's a conflict of interest with Eva, and Tomas says he's dating her sister. At home, Martin and Smitty debate how to deal with the kids. Smitty accuses him of excluding him and letting his righteous indignation make things worse. They are supposed to be partners. Martin says this is about their daughter, not their marriage. Smitty sees no difference. The congressman accuses him of threatening to throw him to the curb. Martin insists he's only trying to protect their daughter. His husband tells him he's being too overprotective. They argue about how he handles things, and Smitty says they can't hermetically seal their kids off from all threats. If he tries to control things, he will just alienate people more. That's not what Martin wants, but he doesn't know what to do. His husband says they need to adjust their approach. Taking his hand, Martin says he doesn't want to go back to how things were between them. But they can't let what their daughter said slide. They debate about cutting their kids off of social media. Martin just wants them protected, but Smitty does think they can act like boomers. Smitty gets a text from Tyrell who tells him that June's trying to get Sam's head on straight. Martin hopes this doesn't become a habit. He hoped things would get easier once his secret got out. Smitty knows it. Won't happen overnight. Martin needs to lean on him. More, Smitty asks him to meet their kid with understanding. Martin agrees to try not to be hard on her. Smitty thinks their kid should keep her job. It'll look good on her. Transcripts. They agree to allow her to keep working with Kat. But she needs to give the key to the workspace back. The kids return home and Samantha apologizes for storming out and for telling her dad she hates him. She didn't mean it. Martin thanks her. She also admits she was lying when she told them she wished she weren't adopted. It's been the best thing that's ever happened to her. Martin tells her they love her, love them both, and there's nothing either of them could say to change it. Martin explains that he, too, has said and done some things he's not proud of. He's been too hard on her. They tell her she can keep her job at Chelsea Cat. She's excited. They agree to let her date only if they meet the parents. The same goes for Tyrell. Hayley heads to Bill's office and questions him about Izaiah. Bill fills her in a little about the man, tells her about how he doesn't work in law enforcement, that he has a past criminal past. Hayley seems to like hearing that. Caroline interrupts and he runs off with her for moot court while Hayley gets out soup from her bag and slips some poison into it. He returns and refuses to eat it, instead wanting to hold her. Hooked on Beyond the Gates? Join our official Beyond the Gates Facebook group. Get spoilers, recaps, theories, and fan talk all in one place.